What it do?
I had to get my change out and all that. You know what I mean? For the intranet. Yeah, there we go.
What
Yeah.
it
Now
do?
we right.
Paul Wall, baby.
Listen, uh, I'm here. I'm here. It was a weekend. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell everybody what was going to happen in the world of football, and it happened.
You did. You did. You mentioned
I
it
said it.
last week. You said you were nervous going into the game, and
All the Eagles fans that I know, everybody, nah, it's the Cowboys. They stink. They don't know what they're talking about. Blah 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 blah. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? This is what I do. Okay, not a hobby.
the Cowboy. I mean, again, the Cowboys are my team. I've been telling everybody I root for them from a distance because they are annoying. You don't know what team is going to show up week to week. They're capable of beating anybody any given Sunday, and we see it, and then we'll see them lay an egg. So I can't say that I'm surprised, especially against a divisional opponent. But like
It's frustrating. I mean, yeah, you guys got to do your job on Thursday on Thanksgiving.
we do,
That
we
turned
do.
into a massive game for both of you
Yep,
guys, actually. So I'm excited to
yep.
see that.
We'll see how it goes, man. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Yeah, we got a
We
big
do
show.
have Thanksgiving this week, but I'm Johnell. I'm with my guy Matt Price, Cash Walk In, and this is Heat Chat powered by Designated Report. And let us be the first to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy all the
Gobble gobble.
food, enjoy the time with the family, and yeah, we got definitely a Thanksgiving heavy themed show. So
Yes.
we're gonna jump right into it. First off, I feel like we need like a theme song for Heat Check, just like a little
Yeah.
jingle, just Heat Check. Somehow, some way, we got to come up with something
Yo,
for
I
that.
busted out the garage band on the iPad recently too. I was like bored. Oh, it's been
Yeah,
a minute since I made a beat. Like I was like, let me go see what's in here. Like, if I could figure something out. And I was
we
like,
need to.
I got a I got a couple of jams. I got a couple of jams.
All right,
I could
we
produce for all the podcasts, honestly.
that's
Like,
it. Let's get
give
it
me
done
like
then.
2 months, and I'm gonna get jingles,
Perfect.
intros, everything, outros, all that.
Perfect. 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 So, first question I got for you this week is, and funny enough, I've been watching, I know Kevin Hart got a new special coming out,
Yes, yes.
but I've watched three different like podcast episodes with Kevin Hart today. He was on with Speedy, he was on with Carmelo, and he was on with somebody else. But he kept talking about like how the older generation, the guys before him, the Chris Rocks, the Dave Chappelle's, the Eddie Murphys, like those are the guys who like paved the way for him and like really influenced him when he, started to get his footing in comedy. I think it's very like the parallels are there with sports as well, where you have like your current generation of stars, players, whatever, but you got the older generation, then you got the newer generation coming up under them. I feel like one of the topics that gets like rehashed every few years is just like what player has had the biggest impact on like the current group. So I'm going to propose that to you. What former or active player do you think have had the biggest impact on today's young crop of stars in the NBA?
All right, so there's like a number of players who you could consider, right? You could obviously consider the main guy is always like Michael Jordan. He's a cultural phenomenon, especially within the game. You think Michael Jordan. Then you think something similar, maybe, not as much on the court, but definitely, style and the way he was as a person, Allen Iverson,
Allen
right?
Iverson. Yep.
And then you get into the guys who are like still on the floor now, the LeBrons and the Stephs. And I could bring all those guys, Kobe, but I'm going to go with Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I'm going to go on the court. I feel like you see these long, lanky guys. One of my coworkers and I, we were talking about this, and he was saying how Magic kind of broke the mold. Magic Johnson, he kind of broke
That's
the mold
fair.
where it was like, even when he was coming in, they were trying to move him to like a different position, make him kind of like a point forward, point whatever. They didn't think he could be a point guard because he was so tall, and that just space between the ball hitting the floor and getting back up to his hands
Yeah.
was too long. He would get the ball stolen from him all the time. But we saw him, get rid of that. And then it kind of, there were some skilled big players from Magic to Durant, but like Kevin Durant was really like the first like thing we saw that we're seeing so much of today. Bigs that can handle the ball, like not bigs, but like long, lanky guys, like
Yeah.
6,
The
10 and up.
Wemby's, the
Yeah, guys like that. Can handle the ball. They play from the perimeter, from outside in, and they can shoot. Like like they have guard skill sets. So I think that Kevin Durant on the court for sure has had the biggest influence. Of course, you got Steph shooting, everybody shooting threes, and LeBron playing the all around game and everything like that. But I just feel like that's hard to replicate. Tall is tall, and if you're tall as a kid and you decide, hey, Kevin Durant's my favorite player, I'm gonna learn how to handle the ball. I'm gonna learn how to shoot these middies and knock them down consistently all the time at a high percentage. Like I'm gonna be lethal from the mid range. I'm gonna,
yeah.
be able to play at all three levels, and that's what I see a lot of guys doing today. So I'm gonna go with Kevin Durant.
So that's interesting because I, I had a thought about Kevin Durant, and I feel like somebody like Kevin Durant, Giannis, even like Jokic to a certain degree, like their skill set is so specifically them.
Yeah,
It's like it's hard to be able to replicate. But to your point, I do agree that you got players coming in, and while they're not Kevin Durant,
of course.
their skill set or like the things that they do on the court are Kevin Durant esque.
Yeah, like modeled
And that's,
after in his image, so to speak.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good point and I definitely didn't think of it in that way. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Steph Curry. I mean,
yeah,
he's absolutely in it, a bit of a cop out answer, but it's true. Like
it's
he's
true.
completely revolutionized the way the game is played. And I saw a video the other day, and then I had to start doing some digging on my own. We know Steph Curry, he's the all time leading 3-point made, leader all time. And he's not going to have that record for that much longer, or somebody's going to break that record. And the reason why I say that is the amount of threes taken, the amount
Yeah,
of threes made has changed immensely in the 17 years that Steph Curry's been in the league. And at this point in Anthony Edwards' career, he reached 1,000 3-pointers in his career.
like attempts
Three no three 1,000 made
made.
3 years
Damn.
before Steph Curry got to 1,000.
So he's making like what,
So
300 a year?
something like that, yeah.
Jesus.
He's taken a bunch, and you go back and you look at Steph's stats early in his career, like the first 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, maybe, he was taking like four threes a game, making two threes a game, on average. And now it's ballooned up to, four, five, six, whatever it is a game. That record's going to get broken eventually. And it's a shift in the way that the game
Yeah,
is played. And I'm not saying that Steph started the movement, but he definitely has been the catalyst in, spreading the floor, a lot of threes, the analytics that go into
yeah,
it. So again, I think it's a little bit of a cop out answer, but it's got to be Steph Curry.
it's true.
It's crazy
I
what the
think a
league
little
has
bit.
become.
I think the analytics and all that stuff too, like you said, play into that a lot too, and especially because of the Warriors' success. And it's a copycat
Yes.
league, like most pro leagues
Yes.
are. Once a team gets on a run like they were, before that, it was big threes, and let's get these guys, these three stars together, and let's all different
That's
skill
true. That's a
sets,
fact.
and
Yeah.
then and then the Warriors started winning, and then everybody, they saw them doing it that way, and Charles Barkley famously said it. We know a jump shooting team is never gonna win a championship. Like you can't win a championship like that anymore. And then they won 3 out of 4.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they proved that wrong. And once they did that, every team turned that direction. But like you said, they're taking a lot. But this is also why we're seeing, the game people kind of turning away from the game because they're like
Yeah.
everybody's not Steph Curry. You gotta be Steph Curry
Exactly.
to take and make that many threes. Is the same like Kevin Durant. Like you could be a big playing on the edge like that, but you still not gonna be Kevin Durant. You ain't not gonna do it at that efficiency and at that rate. So yeah, man, it's an interesting conversation. It really could be either of those guys. It probably is Steph because of the where we are right now in the game. But I just think that like KD, man, like
That's fair.
everybody, if you were to poll a lot of these players, they would say that KD is their like favorite player of all time.
And just to wrap this up, again, I'm not saying you're wrong
No, no,
because
no.
I do agree. The league has moved towards positionless basketball,
Yeah,
and you have these long, athletic wings, and that's what Kevin Durant is. And he can shoot, and he can handle the ball. He can bring the ball up the court. Like he can do all the things, and that's where you're seeing a lot of like again the younger group of athletes coming up.
yeah.
That's what they're doing.
I wish I was coached
Positionless
like that.
basketball.
I wish I was coached like Kevin
Yeah,
Durant. I was this height already in like ninth, 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? But they was trying to make me a power forward. I wish that they was like, nah, man, get out there, get your handles up. And I would be all right, you know? Who
yeah,
knows? I could be Chris Paul right now. Just about to retire. You know? Who knows?
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. Speaking of being close to retirement. Klay Thompson. I
Boy.
don't know if he's close to
The
being retired,
drama.
but drama in the
I have
league.
a theory about this. I know where you're going.
Okay, so I think it was over the weekend. The Memphis Grizzlies took care of business against the Mavericks, and after the game, Ja Morant, Klay Thompson, they're getting chippy, they're getting into it. Um, Ja kind of trolled Klay by saying, "This is post game interview, crashed
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Tell him who the
Crashed it.
best shooter in the house was. It wasn't bro from Golden State."
Wow.
And then post game, Clay was like, Ja, he's a funny guy. He's got a lot to say all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability. My first question to you, I'm gonna let you get to your point, but my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
question to you is who's in the right in this particular situation?
Clay is in the right because he was taking the high road, but like you know, obviously the question comes to him. He just answered it as truthfully as he could, and he's right. He said about Ja, this is like a part of what is going on with him, and
Yes.
I agree. We said this on this show a few weeks ago about that is something that like, dude, why are you doing that? Like, why are you crashing the this guy's post game? Why are you pointing in his face and doing all like you're supposed to be a superstar player? Shake that man's hand, go to the locker room, and celebrate with your teammates. That's it. That's what superstars do. They don't do immature stuff like this, and there's just like a disconnect with what he's supposed to be and what he wants to be.
And
Like
that's kind of Clay's
that's
point. Yeah,
yeah. That's Clay's point, and he's just and I think Clay was right. He could have even taken it further if he wanted to. I think he was nice and generous
me too. Me
and
too.
kind of big broed him, and I hope Ja takes something from that too, which I don't think he will,
He will.
but I hope he does. I hope he takes
Yeah.
something positive from that. But Clay was absolutely right.
So I don't think what Josh said was necessarily wrong.
Not what he said.
But yeah, but I think that message coming from Ja Morant is the issue.
We all know that Clay's
Because
not the same player anymore. You
yeah,
know, we know he's not shooting the ball the same. We know that already. And I don't think it's for Ja to pick that out like a fan. You're not a fan. You're a player. This is essentially your coworker. Like if you were in the office like us, you're not just going to go up to Susan from accounting and be like, Susan, you getting up there. You know what I mean? Like I seen Rachel. She was bringing a whole stack of papers. I haven't seen you carry that many folders in
oh,
10
that's
years. You
funny.
know what I mean? Like nobody's going to do that. So it's just
Yeah.
corny. And like, why would you do it?
Corny's a good word for
Yeah,
it.
it's
Really good
corny.
word for it. What's your theory on everything?
My theory is this is not the last time something like this happens. Players see who this man is dating.
Mhm.
And this is a high profile woman who I'm sure many of them have crushes on and their own thoughts about her
Yeah,
and them being together and all that. And they're going to keep trying them and trying them and trying them because they know the cameras are going to be on Clay a lot of times. Not because, I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Fame player, but not because of
absolutely.
that, because he's, who's sitting courtside waiting for him to come off. That's what, there's different cameras in there. And these dudes are just putting on a show for all that. And I think that's corny. I think
That's
that's corny.
fair.
But I don't think this is the last time this year that somebody gets up in Clay's face and keeps trying him. I absolutely believe that this is just the start of something that's going to be, so stupid. But
Which
the
is
media is going to
crazy
be all over it.
because like who does Clay bother? Clay, like literally he just plays
Dudes just don't
basketball.
want to see you win, man. People just be haters, yo. They just be haters. So now he
Crazy.
went and he got a whole superstar, beautiful woman and everything like that. And she love it on him, making songs about him and everything like that. And dudes think that they can have her. That's what it is, and y'all corny for that. Period. They are just because they're rich does not put them above being corny.
Being corny.
They're
I
corny.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how good you are at basketball. Don't be corny, and I won't call it to you.
Fair enough. So you mentioned earlier, I mentioned earlier as well, Thanksgiving. We're a
Yes.
couple days out. We're recording on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I feel like we did. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think we did a Thanksgiving theme segment last year. But I wanted to switch it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to name a team. And I want you to I'll give you the team. I want you to let me know what their Thanksgiving equivalent is. So just pick a random, the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
They are equivalent to buttered rolls or whatever,
Okay.
and why. So I got a list of teams. I'm interested to see what you got to say, and I do want to see if we match on any of these. So the first team I'm gonna give you, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who are they at the Thanksgiving table?
They're the turkey right now. They got the ring. They're what everybody's coming for. Everybody's coming to see the champs. You know, the turkey is the main event on Thanksgiving, and that is the Thunder. They're gonna play on national TV all the time. Everybody's trying to get that turkey. Everybody want to beat the champs. So the Thunder are the turkey right now.
So for me personally,
Okay,
Thunder or the mac and cheese. I don't know. I don't know
that's like
what
the main course. Okay, like
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Yeah, I
now,
don't know. I don't know what y'all Thanksgiving dinners look like.
yeah, yeah.
But that mac and cheese,
I was
if
going like
it's right,
traditional.
it's
I'm trying
right.
to keep it
I got
universal
you.
for
I got
everybody.
you.
Some people be going for that turkey. Like me, I show up for the mac and cheese.
There we go. I'm gonna
Everybody
say
in
I'm
my
gonna say the
family
mac
show
and
up for
cheese.
my mom's mac and cheese, for real. Like
Yeah,
literally,
save me
my
a
niece
plate.
gets her
Thank
own.
you.
My niece get personal. Like nobody could touch it. Like you go over there,
Yeah,
they put it away for her for later.
yeah. I need some of that. I need that. I
Yeah,
mean,
for real.
the Detroit Pistons.
Detroit. Okay, they're like an appetizer right now. Let's see. Like I would say they're like the Rolls right now. They're coming off that playoff run. They was getting it starting
I
to cook.
like
The
it.
Knicks knocked them out. Now they're coming out the oven hot right now. Early in the season,
I
they're them
like it.
fresh rolls. Whatever early appetizer. What you do while you waiting for the main food to get ready? Because we don't know what they're gonna be. We don't know what the final plate gonna be like
This is
for them.
valid.
You know what
This
I
is
mean? We don't
valid.
know what the final plate gonna be. But right now they're going for 13 straight wins or something like that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's
Yep.
hot. That's hot rolls coming
I
out,
like it.
coming out the
I
oven.
like it. So Detroit Pistons, I'm gonna go with the dressing,
Ooh,
the stuffing for the
stuffing.
uncultured.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, like if I'm at Thanksgiving dinner and I get two plates of food, best believe there's gonna be stuffing on each one of those plates. I can't get enough of them right now. I think they're playing fantastic basketball. Like you alluded to, coming off of a playoff run, they got some experience under their belt, and they're just rolling into this year, and they look phenomenal. Last
Yes.
week, you said that they're properly ranked. They're, first in the East, first or second, however you want to slice it in the league. I love it. Can't get enough of them right now.
Okay, okay, okay.
What about the Houston Rockets?
Okay, Houston Rockets. I'm gonna say they're mashed potatoes. Mashed
Okay,
potatoes because they're gonna be in everybody's playoffs. That means on everybody's plate at the end of this. Everybody's got them
like
right
that.
now as championship contenders. So I think that right now the Houston Rockets they're up there in that upper echelon of the Western Conference teams, and they're off to a great start. So just like mashed potatoes, everybody gonna get a scoop of the Houston Rockets and just throw them on the plate for what their final picture is. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Mashed
Yeah,
potatoes for the Rockets.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yes.
Just solid,
Yeah.
it's just a staple. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they're what the league needs right now. They're delicious. And like you have you have the mashed potatoes. You could spice them up however you want. You could throw some butter in there,
Okay.
throw some gravy on top. Like
Yes, yes.
that it's a staple for the meal. They're a staple in the league right now. I'm right there with you. They
Yeah.
are the mashed
It
potatoes of
fits.
the
It
NBA right
fits.
now.
It
It
fits.
does. The New York Knicks. What are they?
Now this is my mac and cheese. I was ready for this.
Yes.
This is my mac and cheese right here, okay? Because we know. all the ingredients that go into it. You know that you need all the pieces for the Knicks, right? And at the end, the pieces, like once all the ingredients is in that right mac and cheese, and you put that thing in the oven and they start cooking this season, start baking this season for real,
Yep.
we
Yep.
know that end result is gonna be so delicious. Like championship ring type delicious. So
Okay.
that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, the Knicks will be what everybody came to see at the end of the season. Like this is it. Like this will be what they're gonna want leftovers of is the Knicks. They're gonna
I
want
like it.
more. Like you know what I mean? They're getting there right now, but it's still in the oven. They're still baking. You know what I mean? So that's where the
Yes.
Knicks are right now. Like, but we know the ingredients. We got that, Brunson cheese. A little bit of Brunson cheese, a little bit of Towns cheese, a little bit of Bristol cheese. You know,
Yep.
the OG and the noodles. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. OG and the noodles.
Yeah.
The macaroni Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Macaroni
Yeah.
Robinson. And we get it all in there, mix that up. And now we baking right now. So let's go. At the end of the season, we're gonna have that mac and cheese. Let's go Knicks.
Yeah, that's funny. For the Knicks are the gravy.
Okay.
The league is better when the Knicks are good and or in
Yes.
contention,
Okay. I was wondering where you're
right?
gonna go with that
Yeah.
one.
Are they necessary for the league's success? No, but they enhance everything. They enhance the
Yes.
turkey. They enhance the dressing.
Oh
They
yeah.
enhance the
The mashed
potatoes.
potatoes.
Yes,
Like Knicks
they are the
Rockets
gravy.
rematch of what we saw 30 years ago. How awesome would that be? A little
They're
mashed
the
potatoes
gravy.
and gravy, or a little
Yes,
even that mashed. I'll be mixing mashed potatoes with my macaroni and cheese. Put some gravy on that too. We doing it all, baby. It's
bro.
Thanksgiving,
I'm
man. Get
I'm
weird.
glad that I'm glad that you let your food touch
Oh yeah,
because there's some people out there. There's some
sociopaths,
people out there.
sociopaths, and I
Smart
want
man.
all you people to look me in my eyes and understand you are a sick person. Stop it. I know someone. He's a dear friend of mine, and he knows. He said this. He just
I
talking
know
about.
him too,
Like, come on, bro. Like, stop this. Let your food touch. Thanksgiving's the perfect time to do it because everything really tastes the same once you get it all on there. I'm taking a little bit of everything. A little potatoes, a little
but you got
macaroni
to
and
get
cheese, a little
everything
turkey,
on the fork,
a little
man.
stuff, yeah, a little stuffing, a little
Yeah,
everything, all that, and I'm gonna get it all on the fork. Take a bite.
y'all not wanting all your flavors to intermingle. It just
Yes,
doesn't make sense to me.
yes.
Doesn't make sense. Let's get back to it.
Let's
The
do it.
Lakers. The
Okay,
Lakers.
I got a good one for this one. I got a really good one for this one. Them collard greens, man. Them
Okay.
collard greens. LeBron, them greens, man. They out there in Cali. You know what I mean? They don't. It's the collard greens without the pork in there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? The
Yeah, yeah,
collard
yeah.
greens. Luca down some pounds and everything like that. Like the collard greens. Like you want to get some greens on your plate too. You gotta. So I'm going with the Lakers. The collard greens. Like we don't know how exactly like if this was the way that they wanted to make them, but they came out good.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. For me, the Lakers are the cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah.
Some people love them. Some people hate them. They could be a little bitter sometimes, a little sweet, but it's a part of every traditional Thanksgiving meal. So I got them as the cranberry sauce.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Man, the Atlanta Hawks, they're Brussels sprouts. That's what they are. They're Brussels sprouts because somebody brought them to Thanksgiving dinner. Like you have to put a couple on your plate so it don't disrespect the person who brought them. So
Yes.
like we have to talk about the Hawks because they got Trey Young and Porzingis and they got a couple interesting prospects and stuff. Jalen Johnson and all that. Blah blah blah. They're interesting. Like, oh, these are Brussels. Oh, okay, they look all right. Oh, yeah. But like, is anybody really gonna eat them? You know what I mean? Like, you clean your plate and you still got 2, 3 Brussels sprouts left on there,
Yeah.
and that's the Atlanta Hawks.
For me, the Atlanta Hawks, they are they're the dry piece of turkey. The turkey that your relative made, but they don't know how to baste. They
Yeah,
don't know how to brine the turkey. So when you bite into it, it's like you need the gravy at
you
that
need the
point,
gravy
right?
for that. Yeah,
You need it. They were once the star of the show. Very briefly. They went up to Madison Square Garden. They put on a show. What happened after that? They're not that guy anymore. All
not
right,
like
buddy.
that.
They're
Not
not
like
like
that.
that.
Not like that. Dry turkey.
Dry Turkey, the Atlanta Hawks. That should be their new name, actually.
Yeah.
Dry Turkey.
Not the Hawks. The Atlanta Dry Turkeys.
Milwaukee Bucks.
Ooh. Milwaukee Bucks, candy yams. Them yams. That's
Damn,
what
I didn't even think of it. Yeah,
them sweet potatoes, them yams, you know what I mean? Because Giannis it's like such a joy to watch him. Like,
I agree.
that
I
this is
agree.
not going to make the whole plate, but I gotta watch. I don't even want to really watch the Bucks, but if they're on, I'm going to watch to see Giannis.
That's
You know what I mean? I don't want a
yep.
whole plate of candy yams, but I want a couple of them on there just so so I could, because I know they're good. I know
Yeah,
they're good. They're hard to mess
yeah.
up. They're hard to mess up. Just like Giannis is hard to guard. He's hard to stop. You know what I mean? Candy Yams are undefeated. They're unstoppable. Just like Giannis and Antetokounmpo. So he's the reason behind why I'm picking that. The Bucks, Candy Yams.
Yeah, so I didn't go with the candied yams, but
Okay.
my logic is exactly the same. The Bucks, and then I crossed out the Bucks. Giannis, the cornbread. The cornbread of the meal is Giannis.
Okay.
Man, like for all the reasons that you
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
he just consistent,
Reliable.
reliable, delicious.
Yeah.
Giannis
You
is the
can't have the full
cornbread.
plate without it. You can't have
You
the full
can't.
plate without it.
You
You can't have
can't.
the
You gotta
NBA without
have
Giannis right now. Giannis is a fixture in the NBA. You have to have him.
candy yams is good though. That's
That
a
is,
really
right?
good answer.
Gotta have it. Even
I
with the
like
mashed
it.
potatoes, all that. I don't care. Give me starches, all of
We need
them.
all of them.
All of them.
Um, we talked about them a second ago. The
Mm.
Memphis Grizzlies.
What pie is the pie that nobody eats?
Yes.
That's them. I mean, it depends on who making the pecan pie. I eat it. The sweet potato pie, I eat it. But apple pie, I eat it. But like, what pies are like I've never been a big lemon meringue guy. It's kind of
Yes.
lemon meringue. If somebody bring that lemon meringue, like I'll get like okay, that's all right. But nah,
Yeah.
that's where I think they're at. I think they're lemon meringue pie. That's what I think. It's like sour and just like
Yeah.
Ja's mad for reasons we don't know. Like he didn't mess up. Like the pie is just like it. It's just it's soft. You
Yep.
know what I mean? It's all that. Like it's just, and nobody really eat it. Like there's one person in your family who eats it, so they bring two of them, and I hate that. So yeah, they're lemon
Yep.
meringue pie.
Yeah. Why is there always two lemon meringue pie?
There is, yo. Why do they bring two? No one even eats the one. Stop bringing
Yeah.
two, yo. Stop it. Stop it. Bring an apple, bring a sweet potato, bring a pecan. We good off that. That's it, man.
Oh
Stop bringing
man.
lemon meringue pie. This is to all the people out there that are doing it. Stop it. Stop.
Yo, that's so funny because I had them as pie as well. And the reason why I have them as pie is because I don't like pie. I don't like the Memphis Grizzlies. I
They
don't
were
like
so
them.
much fun a
They
couple years
were.
ago. A couple years ago, I'd have been like, yo, they like the ham, you know what I mean? Like so,
Yes.
you know what I mean? But now they're just the pie that sits on the counter and your mom's trying to be like, who wanna take this pie home?
Yeah. Who want to take it home? You
I'm
want an
good.
extra slice? Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I got my plate, you know what I mean? I got a bunch of sides. Thanks, mom. I'm all good. Yeah,
Yo, that's funny.
yeah.
That's funny. Let's wrap it up with the Clippers. What are the Clippers?
See, now the Clippers are my cranberry sauce.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. The Clippers are my cranberry sauce because not everybody's gonna put that on their plate either. You know what I mean? And when you do, you just like you keep pushing it to the side. You're like, because it's like, you know what I mean? You don't even mix it in with the stuff. That's the food you don't want to touch. Like you put it on there because you're like, oh, okay, and then you end up just like taking a bite, and like every time you get near it, you just like push it farther off to the plate. And then at the end of the plate, the same thing with them Brussels sprouts. It's just like mixed in there with them. So that's it.
So you
That
just have
cranberry sauce. Yeah, I'm not.
cranberry
I mean,
sauce and Brussels sprouts at the end.
honestly, in my family, for like the 6 out of the last 7 years, we'd be forgetting the cranberry sauce. And that's exactly like the whole time the Clippers have been the Clippers, we've been forgetting the cranberry sauce.
No,
So
that's
that's them.
fair.
You know what I mean? Because they get there, and even if they're there, nobody even put it on their plate. Like just like these dudes get to the playoffs, and then they get exited in the first round because forgot to take it out the fridge. Forgot to take it out the fridge. Oh yeah,
That's
nobody
funny.
asking for it. Nobody's asking for the Clippers.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, I want the Clippers in the conference finals. Even their fans aren't even asking for it. Like nobody's asking for it.
No,
Cranberry sauce.
that's valid. This isn't a staple at my house. I doubt it's a staple at your house either. But the Clippers are any type of casserole. Green bean casserole, corn casserole. I don't want to
Yeah,
yuck anybody's yum,
yeah,
but what are you doing? I need you locked up in a penitentiary
yeah.
immediately
Seriously.
if you're making a casserole for
Stop it.
Thanksgiving. So that's a
There's
clip for
some
the day.
things that have to stop. They're Thanksgiving staples, and then I mean, like some people, I get it. Like this is what you do. Like this is your dish. This is your time of year. You're like, I'm gonna make my green
I
bean casserole.
guess.
But like, if you're taking home the entire tray minus one scoop of the green bean casserole every year, then I think you get the message. Like, we not messing with your green bean casserole. We not fucking with it.
Just stop.
Just
Just
stop.
stop, man.
And nobody has the heart to tell you because they love you. So like
Yes.
you should love them back and stop bringing it. Bring something else. Like get on Pinterest, look something up, Etsy, whatever. Find another recipe, bro, and follow that.
Etsy's funny because I feel like they
They,
don't do
I don't think they do
like
recipes, but at least
meals,
they do a picture
recipes.
of it or something like that. Like it's I don't know, man. Go
Nah, I'm with
ask
you.
ChatGPT. What should I bring besides green bean casserole? And I guarantee it'll list 100 things besides green bean casserole.
Any of you culprits who are making a green bean casserole for Thanksgiving, I need your social security number. I need your address because I'm sending the feds
Yeah.
to your residence.
And if you
You
invite
need to
me
go to
to your
jail.
function, don't. If you invite me to your function, do not try to hype it up. Like you gotta try this green
Mine
bean
is
casserole.
different.
No, it's not. That's just like in the summer when somebody tell me their potato salad is different. I know that. Like if you say that, that's turning me off. That's turning me off. Green bean casserole is already nasty. So if you're saying yours is different, how much nastier is it? You know? Come on, come on,
Man,
come on.
I
Stop
got
it.
one more for you,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna go the other way this time. Who is the ham equivalent in the NBA? Like that honey glazed ham, you got the pineapple sticking out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Who is that in the league?
Right now, I'm thinking that's Denver.
Okay.
I'm
I
thinking
like
that's
that
Denver
answer.
because it's something that we've been bringing bringing every year. And then one year it got kind of like, oh, did you leave this in there too long? Or what'd you do different about it this year? Like
Yeah.
last year, that was last year. What'd you do different to the ham this year? And then this year, it's that like back to that classic ham. Like they switched a couple things still, but it's like it's back to that classic flavor, that classic taste.
I
Jokic
like
doing
it.
his thing. They done brought in what's his name? Tim Hardaway Jr. They brought in a couple other shooters. What I forgot who else did they bring in? I forgot. I'm missing somebody because they got rid of Michael Porter Jr. and they
Hmm.
brought in somebody else. I forget. But anyway, they look new. Aaron Gordon. It's looking like the year that they won it all. That
The team
original
of
ham.
old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the
I like
Warriors are
that.
my stuffing. I like the Warriors for my stuffing.
They're on a little bit of a slide right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Steph Curry been a sneakerhead all this time, but
Now you got
couldn't let
Jordans.
him unleash
Yeah.
because of Under Armour.
Letting all the
This man
J's
has
out.
this man's been wearing everything
All the
to
J's.
like
And the
into all the
Kobe's.
games,
Yeah.
at the games. Like I respect it.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead,
respect
Steph.
Steph.
Do your thing.
And honestly, I think that would be the one thing if I was ever to get offered a deal. I think like it would be hard for me not to go with Nike regardless of what they're going to pay me because of the history of sneakers.
Yeah.
Like if you're Adidas or Under Armour or Puma or whoever, like your catalog of sneakers is so small. Like I need all the
Yeah.
Jordans. I need like
Exactly.
all the
Like if I'm
Nike.
Steph Curry, what you gonna do with me at Under Armour? Just give me more pairs of Steph Curry's? Like, dog. Like, you know what I mean? He was like the first. So they
Yeah,
don't have like a backlog of players to give them old, Steph Curry's or the old whoever was Under Armour before.
whoever is right. Yeah.
And
You could
then
get some
Brian Urlacher signed freaking Under Armour. It's like, nah, I'm good on that. I'm going to Jordan.
Brian Urlacher. Could you imagine what his
Don't come
sneakers
tackling
or
me.
what his cleats would look like?
Crazy. I just bulky. That's what I would imagine. Bulky and not aerodynamic.
Oh my God. All right. So this past week, and I understand why it's come up, but I've been very annoyed by it. There's been a lot of commentary about James Harden versus Dwyane Wade. And it has spurred from James Harden just playing great basketball, particularly since Kawhi Leonard went down with injury. But we also saw Harden eclipsed 28,000 points. That puts him at, I think, 10th all time in NBA history. And then he had a 55-point game a couple nights later. And immediately, NBA Twitter, the toxic place that it is, they're like,
Yo,
James Harden, you guys are saying Dwyane Wade is better than James Harden? What was Dwyane Wade doing at 36 on a podcast? And like, bro, I get it. James Harden, all time, he's first ballot Hall of Famer,
no doubt about it.
all time great scorer. We're not going to sit here and say that James Harden is better than Dwyane Wade. I
We
mean, you
can't do
might.
it. We
I'm
can't do it.
not.
I will not do it. I will not do it. I don't even entertain these conversations. I saw one thing on this on Twitter, and I had typed the whole thing out, and then I was like, why am I going to argue with somebody who even believes this?
That, yeah.
Like, why even bother? I'm not going to waste my time arguing with you guys about this. I should not have to. If you are a student of the game, if you're someone with a working brain who's watched basketball before, then you know. Like, that's the thing. You just see what people are looking for in their basketball players. Dwyane Wade, like, he might not be as entertaining offensively as James Harden. He's not going to dribble the air out of the ball. You know, when James Harden was in his height, he was icing all his teammates. Like, you know, he had and still had assists, but he was holding the ball for 15, 16 seconds of
Yeah.
possession, and then maybe he shoots, maybe he hits somebody last second for an alley-oop or a kick-out three. Like, that was his game. Dwyane Wade was doing that and all sorts of other things,
Yep.
plus making all defensive teams almost every year annually, something that James Harden has never done. So, I mean, it's not, I'm not going to sit here and do it. We're on time restraints, okay? I'm not going to sit here and complain about why Dwyane Wade deserves the credit. He's a Hall of Famer. He's an Olympian. He's a 3-time champion. And that's all that needs to be said. James Harden does not have any of those things, but they will
Yeah.
be in the Hall of Fame together one day.
100%. Yeah. James Harden, first ballot Hall of
No
Fame. As soon
disrespect
as
to James. Yeah.
no. Yeah. As soon as
An
he's
elite scorer,
eligible,
one of the best ever.
as soon as he's eligible for the Hall of Fame, he will be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
No ifs, ands, or buts. If he doesn't win a championship, it doesn't matter. He's one of
No.
the best players that we've ever
Plenty
seen
of guys in the Hall of Fame don't have
play
a championship.
basketball. Correct. But I think there's two things. James Harden, he's a point guard. He came in the league as a shooting guard and he transitioned.
Yeah.
He's a point guard.
Full
So
on.
it feels like this is just for whatever reason, a people trying to like tarnish or diminish what Dwyane Wade did, which I don't understand. And then secondly, James Harden has always been an incredible scorer. Even coming off the bench for OKC
Yeah.
way back when, incredible scorer. He is a cone on defense. So like there's two sides of the ball. Like we're not going to sit here and be like because he's a great offensive player, he's better than no man. But I can absolutely understand James Harden's longevity at 36 years old. He's still out there putting on a show.
Yeah.
Like I said, Kawhi Leonard, he went down with injury, and James Harden has played great. He's averaged 38 and six rebounds since Kawhi went down. The Clippers are also 2-9 during that
Yeah.
time. So it's not
Exactly.
like what he's doing is
Is
contributing
translated
to
to
wins.
wins. And it really never has.
And that's been my biggest knock
Yeah.
on James Harden forever is like, yes, he's a great player, but all like what he does on the court isn't equating to wins or a championship contender or
Yeah.
anything.
And that
So,
is why D Wade wasn't playing at 36, because everything that he was doing on the court at when he was 26 was going hard,
yeah,
300%. His
yeah,
body had broken down on him because he went as hard as he possibly could for the first 10 years of his career. And that's why he wasn't
exactly.
around at 36, because by 33 he had won 3 chips and gave it everything he had.
Yeah, yeah. So I need I need that conversation to end
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Never do this
And
again. Who
I
are the
don't know if
kids
it's going to
having this
happen
conversation?
anytime
Like,
soon.
I feel like if you were born in like 95, like if you're 25 right now, you were born in 2000. D Wade came into the league 3 years later. You're 3 years old. His prime is, while you're turning 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what do you really know about basketball at that point? You
This
just
is
know a
a
guy can
valid
jump
point.
high and dunk or shoot through. Like, you're looking for different things. So your recollection, then you come and see James Harden when you're a teenager, early 20s or whatever. And now you're like, oh, okay. This guy is the best player I've ever seen. I get it. Whatever. I'm just go back and really watch the stuff that Dwyane Wade was doing.
Dwayne Wade was special. And
Out
again,
of
like
control. Year
Dwyane
1,
Wade,
year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, all that. Watch his
yeah,
first 8 seasons.
he was never a great shooter,
Mm-hmm.
but he could get to his spots on the floor, and
Yep.
he'll, wherever he got to, particularly inside the 3-point line. Not a great
Yeah.
3-point shooter. Again, different time. Like, we
Yeah.
weren't shooting threes the way that we're shooting them now. But he can get to his spot on the floor, he can hit a jump shot, but also impeccable around the rim. Like, he's going
Finish.
to finish
Finish
around the
everything.
rim. So, and then again, on top of that, the defense, and like, I know it's hard to separate just the player from like team success, but at the same time, it's like that plays a
That's
role in
why,
it,
yeah. The team
you
success,
know?
Dwyane Wade was as big a part of his team's success as any player that we could mention.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
LeBron don't got no championships till he got D Wade.
Yep. And
Okay,
even then, LeBron told D Wade at the time, "This is your
your
team."
team, yeah. He was like, nah, you got it. LeBron said that, your boy. Oh, it is what it is,
Sure.
man. It is what it is.
100%. We got other stuff to talk about, but I think we're gonna push it off until next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just real quick before we get out of here, again, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. Knicks fans, do you have any words for them?
Guys, we're gonna weather the storm. We're gonna get OG back. We're just weather the storm. Jalen's gonna do what Jalen does. He's playing great right now, but this is a great opportunity. Like I said before, it's a great opportunity for these guys. You're seeing the young guys like Tyler Kolek getting some good minutes. You're seeing Mohamed Diawara, the rookie, getting some good minutes. You're seeing Ariel Hotporty, our second-year center. Now, because Mitch was out with an illness, he's getting some good minutes. Good experience that will help us down the line if there's any injuries, rest, anything like that. This is early. We're still barely 20 games into the season, barely a quarter of the
Yep.
way through the season. Let this thing give Mike Brown a little grace. Yes, he's under a lot of pressure, but give Mike Brown and these guys a little grace while they're learning a new system. And it's not going to be perfect every night. There's going to be down nights. I myself am victim of it too. But I've been talking to myself, telling myself, "Hey, give these guys till Christmas. If they don't figure it out by
Okay.
Christmas, then we got problems." But I don't want to be talking. Kill the trade machines. Stop trying to trade Karl-Anthony Towns. You guys traded Karl-Anthony Towns to everywhere in the league on Saturday night after we get blown out by Orlando. And what does he do? He comes back and scores 37 on 14 of 20 and 12 rebounds, and it's his most efficient, best game of the season, one of his best as a Knick. So give this thing time. We're going to get everything that we can out of this guy. Let's let these guys make the mac and cheese, man. Let them make the
I
mac
like
and
it.
cheese.
I like it. And just one more thing before we get out of here. Thanksgiving, we should be thankful every day, but we have a specific day to
Yes.
really count our blessings and let people and things and everybody know what we're thankful for. So before we get out of here, what are you thankful for, basketball or non-basketball related?
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my son. That's my family. I mean, our whole family, everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody, all my mom, dad's brother, sister, Carissa, Cassius, everybody, my whole family, all my friends. I'm thankful for waking up today, and I'm hoping that God get me up tomorrow and the day after that because I'm about to be starving. So yeah, man, happy Thanksgiving. I'm gonna fast
Yes.
all day on Thursday where it is going down.
Same, man. Just life. Life. It's a bit of a cop out answer, but it's true, man. Not everybody is lucky enough to wake up every morning and be able to do whatever it is that you want to do, or you don't want to do. But you're here. I'm here. I'm super thankful that I can sit and talk to my bro every week about basketball and life, family, friends, everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Try to show it every day. But if nothing else, this day, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate
Yes,
everybody.
yes,
Let's get out of here. We will be back with y'all. When we get back, it'll be December, bro, which
that's
is
crazy.
crazy.
The whole thing is gone already. I don't even know what's happening.
So fast, so fast.
It's crazy.
Guys, enjoy your
Yes,
Thanksgiving, wherever it may be, friends, family, by yourself. Enjoy it. Be safe. Thanksgiving Eve, tomorrow night, a lot of drinking and driving. Call an Uber, call a friend, a family member to come pick you up if you're out
yes,
drinking. Be safe,
yes.
and
All that,
we will see y'all in
all that.
December. I am Johnell. I'm with my guy. This is Matt Price, Cash Walking, the legend. And this is Heat Chat powered by Designated Report. We will be back with y'all next week in December.
Gobble.